As you know, Admiral, the barge traffic in my state is very important to the health of our economy, in fact, to our country, because of the agricultural products that need the barge navigation. You all place buoys along the channel between Kansas City and St. Louis at the direction of the Army Corps. And the problem is, in talking to Missouri-based river operators and the Inland Rivers Ports and Terminals Association, these markers are not accurate. And you all know they're not accurate. You know that the river channel has changed, but the buoys don't move. So that means that all of these barges have to send out recon boats to actually do this for themselves. So, you know, there's so many things about this that doesn't make sense. Why market at all if it's not going to be accurate? Why go to the cost and expense of doing that if the barge traffic knows they can't rely on them with any certainty that they are accurately showing them where the channel is? Do you think that you could do something about that?
We're certainly looking at that, Senator. And as you know, the river bottom does shift with sediment buildup, and then it's just a question of how soon we can relocate those buoys into deeper water. So it's a never-ending process. There's another element to that, and that is the recapitalization as well of that inland water buoy tender fleet as well. Rather old assets. Many of these are approaching 60 years of service. Fortunately, they operate in a more forgiving freshwater environment, but it is a capacity challenge for us as well. But certainly, I will keep a very close.
Well, I mean, I would work with you on this because you know, especially if you all are just doing what the Corps tells you, even though that might be outdated and inaccurate. And not only is your fleet old and a problem, the buoy tenders, you're not even doing it correctly to provide guidance. So maybe it's time to figure out a different way to approach it. So I'll look forward to you coming up with some solutions, and I'll be open to those, even if it means you all stepping back from some of the responsibilities you've had, or maybe taking the Army Corps out of the equation. I think you all have enough expertise to figure out where the channel is. Secondly, you all, two of the tenders, the Cheyenne and the Gasconade, that are operating along this section of the Missouri River, they have been taken out of performance for routine maintenance during the season that barge traffic is heaviest, between April and December. Is it possible that we could figure out a way to have that maintenance done during the months that they are not needed for the heaviest months of barge traffic?
Senator, I will take a very close look at that. These are very old ships, and at times some of this is unscheduled maintenance. So we will certainly take a close look at that, recognizing there's a peak season, especially when those buoys need to be watching properly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.